I am about to change how you feel when you work on your car in the winter. Now, it is 3 degrees in here. I'm wearing a hat because my head's cold. And I don't know if you can see that, but it is cold. Usually, I would put my blow heater on, which runs on Calagas, which costs me about 1 to 2 bottles a month. Now, a bottle's about 60 to 70 pounds. So it could cost me sort of 100-ish quid a month to run it through the winter. Now, I thought there had to be a better option. Now, plus for you guys, if you don't have power, then a gas heater is no good because you need power to run the fan to blow the gas. And say if you're working out on your car in the street, you've got a garage like I used to in the council garage, I would have killed what I'm about to tell you. Now, I was looking around online to look for heated apparel, so heated jumpers, gilets, jackets, that kind of stuff. And I come across this company, GoKozy, and me being me, YouTuber, hello there, I'd like to make a video. Would you like to send me one of your things to review? Yes, they do. Thank you very much. So GoKozy have sent me this gilet. Very snazzy, I know. Very nice. And it's heated. It has heated elements in the front and in the back on the spine, and it also has one on the neck. Now, this is USB powered. Has a USB battery bank in the side here, same as you would have for charging your phone, or your iPad, your laptop and stuff. And it simply plugs into the jacket like so, and then you just zip it up, and it turns on by a short press of these buttons on the front. Now, I have this on the lowest setting because that is more than enough. So red is the highest, white is the middle, blue is the lowest. You have sections, so if you just want really hot on the front, cold on the back, you can do so. What I normally do, I've been using this for a couple of weeks now, got to test it out before I show it to you guys, is basically put it on the highest setting, so stick it onto red, and then do whatever I do. And then when it starts to feel hot, knock it back, and then knock it back again. And then you just sort of, it just feels warm. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to be cooking up, and there's no point caning the battery. In the highest setting, it lasts for 3 to 4 hours. In the middle setting is like 4 to 6 hours, and then on the lowest setting, which is what it's in now, is 7 to 8 hours. I mean, realistically, you're not likely to be out in the cold for 7 and 8 hours. And if you are, you could always get another battery bank and just rotate them as needed. Fantastic bit of kit. I've actually got it over a real thin sort of fleece jumper, but it is, I don't know if you can see that. It is 3 degrees in here, so it is cold. And I don't feel cold at all. I could easily have my arms out. The only reason I've layered it was because if I stop, it does get a little bit chilly on the arms. But whilst you're working, that's why I went for a gilet. I didn't go for a fleece because I'm terrible with fleeces. I end up nicking them or whatever. Whereas a body warmer, it doesn't really matter so much. And if you get hot, you take it off, you've still got a fleece on underneath. But I absolutely love this. I think it's absolutely great. I have used it for about 4 hours and the battery goes down to about half, just under half. It has lights on the battery bank so you can see how much you've used. But if you've got a mobile telephone and it's 2024, you've probably got a battery bank already. So you could just throw that in your pocket. Should you need it, swap them over. Happy days. It's got... The only thing I would say about the placement of the front ones, fine for keeping your stomach warm because they're placed sort of at the higher point of the pocket. If you were to have to put your hands in to try and keep them warm, you sort of need to lift your hands a little bit. First world problems and all that. But for keeping your derby warm that you've been working on all summer, absolutely perfect. The back one, there's sort of one there, and then one on the back of in the actual neck panel itself, which does keep your neck nice and warm. And it is a great bit of kit. Now, the reason I wanted one of these was because these retail anywhere from, you can get cheap, no brands with no warranty, 30, 40 pounds. This was about between 50 and 60 pounds. They do fleeces for similar sort of money, and then you can buy jackets and coats for a bit more. I like the idea of a gilet because if it gets really cold and you're out in the wind or it's raining, you can throw a coat on top. You could probably knock it down to the lowest setting straight away because obviously you're insulating it so the warm will stay in. So it makes working on cars so much nicer. Or if you're out going to, say for instance, like Remembrance Day parade or something where you're going to be standing outside for a long period of time watching your son's football game, that kind of stuff, watching your daughter horse ride, you could be stood there in the cold, the wind horrible. So if you've got a nice coat over the top, gorgeous, you'll be absolutely toasty, you won't need a hot drink, and you'll be loving life. I wanted to share this with you guys because I absolutely love it. I'm spending 100 odd quid on gas a month, which over the winter months gets expensive with all the cost of rent and stuff. If I was to get an electric heater, it would cost even more. The only thing I have to do now is charge the battery pack and wash it. It is hand wash, and you can machine wash it. You can do a machine wash at 30, but put it in a laundry bag so it don't get smashed about your washing machine. But realistically, that's why I went for a gilet, because it goes over the top. I'm not going to particularly sweat onto it because I'm sweating into my t-shirt and my fleece below. And if you need to give it a quick clean, easy enough. But yeah, absolutely fantastic bit of kit. Let's take a bit of a closer look, shall we? I'll lay it over the bonnet of the car. So on this, it has 5 heating elements. It has one on each side, which you can see is stitched into this panel there. You can actually see the element looping up and down. It has 3 in the back, 1 lower back, which is here, 1 mid back, which is there, and then 1 here, which is right in the neckline. You can just about see the elements there. Again, 1 in the pocket. Like I said, pocket with a battery bank inside, USBs inside there, and it's a very simple and straight connect. It comes with this, and of course, if you're going to wash it, you stick your cover over. It does say in the instructions, it comes with instructions and a little carry bag as well. And you can obviously fasten it to try and keep the wind out. Yeah, machine washable, 30 degrees, do not tumble dry, that's kind of a given. Hand wash with cold water. Yeah, so, but absolutely lovely, different colours. I went for grey. And I think it's a really nice gilet. No one looking at it would actually know that that was a heated gilet. And there's you looking toasty, not crying about the cold. They may ask you why it's got coloured LEDs on. And then obviously you can gloat about the fact that you've got a heated gilet. So should you buy one? That is the biggest question. Now, ideal for Christmas. I'm not trying to sell it to you. If you don't want one, don't buy one. Simple as that. But I would not be without this thing. It is absolutely brilliant. Even having it off for a couple of minutes, I'm freezing. Just stick it back on there. Use the zipping noise. Yeah, so let's knock it back up into high gear. So I would not be without this now. It makes working on the cars and being here till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Where are we now? 11:45 at night. It is freezing cold. Everything is cold. The floor's cold, the wall's cold, the car's cold, everything's cold. But I'm nice and warm. I haven't got to worry about the blow heater. And if I'm filming, there's no noise. Absolutely ideal. But yeah, great Christmas present. Like I said, retails sort of 50 to 60 quid. I'll stick a link down to the one I bought in the description. If you work outside, you're outside a lot, you feel the cold a bit more, definitely worth an investment. Build quality seems really good for the money, and they come straight on, straight away. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to have to buy myself another battery bank though, because I'm going to be up here for hours and hours. And if it's really cold, because sometimes it gets to sort of -4, -5 up here, and because this building's made out of metal, it gets colder in here than it is outside. So absolutely loving this. I might buy the gloves. That might be the next investment, because no good for working on cars, but when you're just doing out and about stuff, heated gloves. Who doesn't love heated gloves, eh? I've got heated grips on the bike. I'm a bit of a wuss like that. But don't tell anyone. But right, until next time, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.